Welcome to Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and Johnny Red Floyd Stadium, home of the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. Raider fans have been clamoring to get this one started all week. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida International Panthers, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. And the game is underway with a kickoff out of bounds. Not the way you drew it up, but a great break for this offense. Here comes the offense on first down. Here's the handoff. Got room to work. And he's running in the open. Past the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, MTSU. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. They're lining up to boot it away. He'll bring it out. It's McNeil. Still on his feet. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Offense getting set for first down. Looking for space. It's Owens. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game. There's a lot of football left. But you're in a situation where you could go for it here and try and answer after your defense gave up that touchdown on the opening drive.
Calls his own number. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. 4th down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
They want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Reese. They are sending a very clear message.
Snatches it on the right. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
Oh, he wants it all. Pass on the way, it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Smashes through the tackle. And the interception was enough. The return made it even better as he gets it down to the 48-yard line.
Well, the free safety's just sitting back there deep in cover 3. He's got zone. He's got middle field responsibility. Just watching the quarterback's eyes. He reads the throw, breaks on it. That's just too easy for him.
Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. And everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Got the first down, looking for more. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on second down. Back to throw, it's Vattiato. They're trying to get to it. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. Trying play action. Feeling some heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Third and long equals pass almost every single time. Pin your ears back. Go get the quarterback. Great job by the defense understanding the situation. Everybody flying upfield, putting pressure. Know the quarterback's going to hold it. Get to him. Strip. Sack. You get the rock.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Using his legs to buy some time.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after him.
Got out of trouble and throws. Quickly to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And that pass picked off. Got room on the return. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll leave it with him.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. To the air, it's Vattiato. Got his man quickly. At the 35, he's got room. Bulldozes his way through. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Makes his connection. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Quarterback will audible. On second down, wants to throw it. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting the fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to
take a shot. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Dances away. Deep shot for the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Back-to-back possessions, 2 forced turnovers, 2 interceptions. Defenses are salivating. That gets you excited. I'm the next guy trying to make a big play. I'm bragging about it if I've already got one big. But if I'm the other guys, I'm like, wait a minute. I got to get me one, too.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. The pitch. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Might as well give it to him again. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. It's Vattiato. It's complete to the left. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Quickly complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. The aerial assault continues. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd down, going up top. He's got it and still on his feet. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They just need a few more inches here on 4th down, and they'll try to get it with the offense.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what made.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he makes the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Smashes through the tackle. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a...
And he breaks into the open. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over
another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
2 drives, 2 INTs. I don't know who the backup quarterback is, but I might start thinking about doing something there. Goodness gracious, keep turning the football over. Can't do it. Can't put your defense in a bad spot time after time.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
They're bringing heat. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback just couldn't quite find the range on the last play. It's 3rd down. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. Not much of a decision to make there, so the defense will move them back. Here on 3rd down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. That one's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be dead at the 35-yard line. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. coming after him. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Scanning the field, it's Jenkins. Fires to the right. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Clemson is in trouble right now, and unless something changes, this could be the kind of loss that sets the program back significantly. They're trailing by 17 to UTSA. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
And how about that one? Devin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Quarterback empties his backfield. He's going to pass, trying to get to him. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games.
Going downfield for the big play. He's got it on the right. Oh, look out. There he goes. Touchdown, FIU. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Lining up to add another. Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Line gets set, first down. Back to the ground game on the left. They knock him down right there.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Good job on defense, getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it off, but they do force the incompletion.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Back to throw, it's Fatiato. Trying to burn this defensive back. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Blue Raiders. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. It was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the... Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? Touchdown, MTSU! Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. That ball was squirting around on the field, finally corralled by the defense, and they turn it into 6.
And it's so hard defensively. Do I jump on it and make sure I get it, or do I scoop it up and try to make the big play? He chose to scoop it up.
And what a terrible play. You just can't run back into the end zone like that, and it's going to be a safety. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the ground with the back. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Law. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so...
Looking for a deep man. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
RD, what a play by the safety, and then the free safety specifically. When you're playing cover 2 and you're sitting back in half the field responsibility, you got to see the formation and you got to understand the quarterback. You're watching the quarterback's eyes and reading him. He takes him right to the football. Free safety jumps the route, makes the INT.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. They'll give it to the back. On the move at the 30. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
And this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way. And the defense is going to have more plays like that. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop, maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
And how how easy was that? There's so much speed on the field in college football, and you get me lined up, and I'm trying to play coverage, and then all of a sudden that guy flies across the formation, and now everybody on the defense has to adjust. They didn't adjust quick enough, and he easily picks up a good chunk of yards. The offense has really got good game plans to get guys to the ball in space.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Looking to throw, it's Battiato. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
It's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, and making a big play.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy.
And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Looking for more room. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Clemson has just had no answer to the onslaught they faced so far today. Almost feels like instead of touching Howard's Rock, that sucker was dropped on top of them. They're trailing by 17 to UTSA. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field.
Afterburner's coming. He's inside the 40. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Yeah, and listen, QB's got to find ways to push the ball down the field and make sure defenses don't just sit in zones and stay shallow. Nice job by the QB. Push it down the field. Make some big plays, baby.
They get him down, but not before he picks up 5 down to the 17-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. They'll go to the ground. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Down now as they're ready to go back to work. Running back searching for a hole. And a good solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Touch pass on the run. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
They'll run it from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You've got to do a lot of this.
They go to the draw. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Battiato. He's got it. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. And the pummeling has started. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And that's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you have got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
And the Panthers getting set on 1st and 10. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. That's caught. It's McNeil. At the 35, he's loose. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Panthers want to move quickly. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people are...
Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. Through the air, it's Jenkins. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Snowed under by the defense. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Owens. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Gets rid of it. The sure hands, it's Owens. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive.
I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party gift. A late touchdown.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Coming out with it, it's Lacey. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop.
3rd and short. They've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And here comes the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A low line drive and not his best work. And that's where they'll have to down it, just inside the 50-yard line. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Going over the top. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone, won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the